going to be discussing a story much darker than Elf on the Shelf. We're going to be discussing Agnes of God. Summoned to a convent, Dr. Martha Livingston, a court-appointed psychiatrist, is charged with assessing the sanity of a novice nun accused of murdering her newborn. Miriam Ruth, the Mother Superior, determinedly keeps young Agnes from the doctor, increasing Livingston's suspicions. Who killed the infant?
Wasn't me.
And who fathered the tiny victim?
Wasn't me.
Livingston's questions force all three women to re-examine the meaning of faith and the power of love, leading to a dramatic and compelling climax. Agnes of God was a hit on Broadway and later turned into a film. Stay tuned to find out more about this compelling play. Some background surrounding the play Agnes of God starts with John Peelmeyer's quote. About a year earlier, I had seen a headline in the Post or the news shouting, "Nun kills baby." And the story goes, on April 27, 1976, Sister Maureen Murphy gave birth to a healthy baby, which she allegedly euthanized by stuffing articles of clothing down its throat. The dead newborn found in a wastebasket behind a book room in the sister's room, where Sister Maureen, unconscious and bleeding profusely, was taken to the hospital where doctors determined she had given birth. When questioned, Sister Maureen claimed that she had no recollection or knowledge of being pregnant, giving birth, having intercourse, or anything else necessary for such events to unfold. Sister Maureen was acquitted in 1977 during a non-jury trial on the grounds of insanity. The meaning behind Agnes of God. Agnes means pure and holy. The title is a pun on the Latin phrase Agnus Dei, which means Lamb of God. Lamb of God is the name Jesus is referred to in the Gospel of John 1:29. John the Baptist sees Jesus and exclaims, "Behold the Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world." Also a reference to Saint Agnes of Rome, who is the patron saint of both virgins and rape victims. Some other characters in the play Agnes of God is Dr. Martha Livingston. She's a psychiatrist, and she's named for the no-nonsense saint in the Bible, Saint Martha. She's the contrast to her sister Mary, who values all things of heaven more than getting things done on earth. And another character is Mother Miriam, and she is the sister of Moses, who protected him as a baby, just like she protected Agnes.
Some themes we analyzed in the play are faith versus reason.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mother Miriam Ruth represents faith as she is a Catholic nun in charge of the convent, believes in miracles, and is a protector of innocence. Mother Superior views Agnes as an innocent, childlike young woman who knows not what she has done to the baby. Mother Superior believes that Agnes has been blessed by God's graces.
Is it all ready?
Dr. Livingston is a former Catholic who has fallen away from the church because of the death of her sister. Her sister was a nun at Mother Miriam's convent and died because of her illness was left untreated. Livingston views Agnes as a disturbed, neglected woman who is aware of her actions, but needs to be snapped out of her innocence to face her situation and tell the truth.
Another theme in the play is child abuse. In this scene, Agnes is under hypnosis and has a flashback of her mother abusing her as a child. Why are you crying? But I believe you, I do. Please don't you leave me too. Oh no, oh my God, oh sweet lady, don't leave me. Please, please don't leave me. I'll be good. I won't be your bad baby anymore. No, Mommy, I don't want to go with you. Stop pulling me. Your hands are hot. Don't touch me like that. Oh my God, Mommy, don't burn me. Don't burn me. Because of this abuse, which she claims was both physical and emotional, Agnes has trouble relaying any emotion that is not happiness, which is a coping mechanism. Due to this kind of mechanism, she is not able to accept her true actions as she is emotionally stunted. Her mother is the reason she was not able to mature correctly and still has the mindset of a child, which is why she is living in the convent with the nuns. Having this baby signifies the realization for all around her that Agnes is really a full-grown woman and not just a child who needs help doing everything despite her mindset.
Another theme in the play is innocence. This is the scene where Agnes was raped by a man. I stood by the window of my room every night for a week, and one night I heard the most beautiful voice imaginable. It came from the middle of the wheat field behind my room. When I looked, I saw the moon shining down on him. For 6 nights he sang to me, songs I'd never heard. On the 7th night, he came to my room and opened his wings and laid on top of me, and all the while he sang. Charlie's neat and Charlie's sweet, and Charlie, he's a dandy. Every time he goes to town, he gets his girl some candy. over the river and through the trees, over the river to Charlie's, over the river and through the trees to bake a cake for Charlie. Rather than realizing that she was being raped, she delusionally believes that this man is an angel sent by God. Just as God worked for 6 days and rested on the seventh day, the mysterious man sang beautiful songs to seduce Agnes, and on the seventh day, he finally gained her trust and raped her. Symbolically, this represents when Agnes has her own immaculate conception.
Okay, another look at the theme faith versus reason can be seen in Dr. Livingston's and Mother Miriam Ruth's mindset and how they think and the treatment of Agnes. Ready? Okay, ready. It's been doing it for centuries. She's not unique, you know. She's just another victim.
Yes, God's victim. That's her innocence. She belongs to God.
And I mean, to take her away from him, that's what you fear, isn't it?
You bet I do.
Well, I prefer to look upon it as opening her mind
To the world?
to herself so she can begin to heal.
Dr. Livingston wants to treat Agnes as a grown woman capable of her own actions because she views her as a mentally disturbed, emotionally wrecked woman, while Mother Miriam views her as a stupid, naive little girl whose complete faith in God has led her to her incapability of real-life situational awareness and lack of reason.
Okay, along with symbols such as the 7 days and 7 nights in Agnes's rape scene and Agnes's name, Agnes receives the stigmata, which is the holes in the hands from crucifixion. When Agnes is under hypnosis, she is in the farm, but she cannot see the man who took her there because she is swarmed by doves. It was in this farm that she was raped. As she recalls the rape, her hands bleed from the marks of crucifixion, which is technically a miracle, but in her case, rather than the marks of holiness, they are the marks of sin and the memories of her horrific rape. The human condition in Agnes of God. Agnes's unrelenting belief in God blinds her from comprehending any circumstances she faces at a mature level. As a young girl, her mother did not want her or love her, and she does not understand that she's not the problem her mother is. Because her mother does not care for her, or she doesn't earn a proper education, she can't mentally mature or stand up for herself. When Agnes is abused by her mother, and later in life when she is raped, pregnant, and gives birth, her refusal to acknowledge her circumstance correlates to her refusal to acknowledge that God's people can do anything evil. By killing her baby, Agnes is only doing all that she knows. She spurns the child, like her mother did to her, and kills the baby because, as a child of God and a nun, she's not supposed to have a baby. The only baby that God will approve of in her eyes happens with a miracle, the Immaculate Conception. Aside from ignoring her condition, she reasons that this is the only way for her, the image of a perfect child of God, can become pregnant. Only when Dr. Livingston hypnotizes her and takes her from her ideal dreamlike state to a state of reality, can she become an imperfect, suffering human being. Go.
The 1980s were a time characterized by the decline of religious belief. Inflation in the stock markets caused the value of the dollar to rise, which led to an overall increase of the quality of life and the growing love for money and greed. This life change and decrease of religion caused convents and nuns to have a bad public image. The public loved to see a scandal occur, whether it was in Hollywood or an ordinary person. Also, mental illness continued to have a negative connotation and created a persona with these illnesses out to be social pariahs. This is portrayed in Agnes of God, as the convent scandal seemingly gives the church an even more negative image, which is why the court wants to get the trial done as soon as possible. Agnes is the prime example of the fact that nothing is perfect, and that innocence is subjective, and that there is a thin line between faith and obsession. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Maori. My name is Dr. Martha Livingston, and tonight we have a special story, one that no one can really relate to at all. Meet Agnes, your typical 21-year-old nun living in a convent accused of having sexual relations which resulted in a baby which was found mysteriously dead. Meet Mystery Man number 1, possible candidate for the father of Agnes's baby. Based on the revelations came to Agnes after her hypnosis, she was possibly raped by Mystery Man number 1, resulting in her child.
Although I've only admired her from afar, I never took Agnes into the farm. Heck, I don't even know she was pregnant, so that baby cannot be mine.